season continues here at Shippensburg University. Hope you'll enjoy the broadcast this afternoon. Pull up a chair and join us for the afternoon. Rupert boots it down to the 2-yard line. Picked up by Horshaw. Horshaw to the 10, 15, 20. He's hit, eludes one tackle, 25, 30. He's going to go all the way. 30-yard line, 20-yard line, 98-yard touchdown return for Winston Horshaw, and the Red Raiders crack the scoreboard.
15 seconds on the scoreboard, and we already have a score. Not a yellow hanky on the field, and he literally bounced off that inside line. It looked like he was stopped dead. He turned one spin, and off to the racetrack he went.
Winston Horshaw scampering 98 yards. And maybe the jitters of last week's game at Indiana are completely erased. Howie Guarini to attempt the point after. It's up, and it's good. With just 15 seconds off of the clock in the first quarter, Shippensburg 7 and Edinboro nothing. You're listening to Red Raider football.
The employees of Ingersoll Rand and Shippensburg Road Machinery Division manufacturer of vibratory compaction.
A year-end insurance and tax data.
98 yards in the opening kickoff. Johanna set to kick it away for the Raiders. The number 23, Jason Modlin. Modlin takes it at his 15, 20, goes to the far side of the football field and is dropped at the 26-yard line. In to make the tackles are wide to the near side of to the far side of the football field as the Fighting Scots are moving left to right. Delay to number 22, Jackson, and Jackson finds plenty of running room, 40, 50, 40, and finally brought down at the Red Raider 28-yard line. First play from scrimmage for the Fighting Scots to pick up a first down. They have the ball 1st and 10 at the Red Raider 28-yard line. Quarterback Dickerson barking signals, hands off inside, and it gets number 5, Tom Tedder, the fullback, backfield behind Jody Dickerson. Dickerson barking signals, looking over a 5-man front for the Raiders. The handoff once this time goes to number 7, Lester Fry, and he's in for the touchdown. Scott Rupert will attempt the point after for the Fighting Scots. Soccer-style kicker, awaiting the snap from center. Ball is down. Rupert's kick is up. It's good. We've got a tie ball game. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Red Raider football.
Scott, it's going to be an interesting afternoon.
Rupert sends it high and deep into the end zone. Horshaw elects not to bring it out for the touchback, as the Raiders are moving right to left here in this first quarter against the wind. Gilbert barks signals as he looks over a 4-man defensive front. Hands off inside to Bill Pettyjohn, Horshaw, and Moffa in the backfield. Now Moffa winged off to the right. He comes in motion. And the handoff inside once again. Red. Ed Minuk is to the left. Tribula wide to the right. Lone back as Gilbert rolls to his right and throws incomplete. Rick Harbaugh back to punt it away to Wade Smith. Smith standing at his own 42-yard line. Low snap. Harbaugh gets a pretty decent kick away in this win. It hits the 45, takes a Shippensburg roll down across the 35 and down to the 33-yard line, where it's down. Jody Dickerson has his back set up in a pro eye. 1st and 10. Dickerson fakes the handoff, straight back to pass, looks to the near side of the football field, in and out of the arms of the intent, and I'm sure the temperature has started to drop. 2nd and 10 from the 33 for the Fighting Scots. Backs once again in an I formation. They have a man in motion to the near side of the football field. Inside handoff, this time just going to number 7, Lester Fry, and Fry has the first down at the Raiders. This time, lone back is Lester Fry behind Jody Dickerson. Long count. Dickerson with a short drop back. He's going to be dropped and sacked at the 40-yard line. Coming in to make the tackle was Mike Stoplett for the Fighting Scots. Running into the far side of the football field. Backs are stacked in an I behind Dickerson. Dickerson hands off inside to the first man through, and that's Steve Clare, and Clare 98 yards, and the Edinboro Fighting Scots answered right back with a three-play drive. Pitch out to number 7, Lester Fry. He bobbles the ball, and the Red Raiders
couldn't handle it.
So here come the Red Raiders on offense, 1st and 10 from the Fighting Scots 37. Backs are split. In motion is Mappa. Hand off inside to Pettyjohn, and Pettyjohn. Brown is winged out to the left. Gilbert back to pass, looks to the right side, incomplete. At the 30, this time for Beulah, is wide to the left. Sean Brown is winged out to the right. Gilbert takes the handoff, rolls to his right, wants to throw, pumps once, throws over the middle, and completes it for the first down at the 15-yard line. Grabbing the pass was the tight end, number 96, Matt Olson. And it's first. Brown is winged out to the right. Backs are split. Handoff goes to Pettyjohn, trying the left side of the line. He'll get to the 13-yard line before he stops on either side of the sideline. Beulah is to the left. And the wingman is Winston Horshaw. Gilbert pitches back to Horshaw, and he'll find Absolute Newton this time for Beulah. And Leon Davis are wide to the right. Pettyjohn and Marcus Hoffa splits behind Gilbert. 3rd down and 10 for the Red Raiders at the 15-yard line of the Fighting Scots. Looking in the end zone is Gilbert to tap for Beulah. Touchdown! There was only one receiver on that play. Gilbert dropped back about 4 steps, looked into the far side of the end zone for Tad Beulah, and hooked up for the TD. 7:58 left to go here in the first quarter. Shippensburg back out in front, 13-7. Guarini to attempt the point after. High snap, ball is down, but Guarini's kick is perfect. Timeout in the field. The score, Shippensburg 14 and Edinboro 7. You're listening to Red Raider football.
I guess just about everyone enjoys a good football game, but we need many more hours of Valley.
Football. Red Raiders have recovered.
For 45 for Shippensburg.
Are we back yet? Rick Frick has dropped on the loose football at the Edinboro 23-yard line. The kick by Johanna was short. Jackson came up. He left it bounce, didn't realize it was a free football, and the Red Raiders have it back. 1st and 10 at the Fighting Scot 23. That's their second mistake of the ball game early. Here come the Red Raiders on offense once again. A chance to really go up on this Fighting Scot defense. Gilbert hands off to Pettyjohn, and Pettyjohn straight ahead for excellent field position once again. Faced with a 2nd down and 4 situation from the Fighting Scot 19. Beulah is wide to the right. Inside handoff to Pettyjohn again, and John will get 3rd down and 3 now for the Raiders. Ball just shy of the Fighting Scot 16-yard line. Beulah is wide to the right. Gilbert on the end around, hands off to Brown, and Brown will not be able to turn the corner as there was some nice lateral pursuit in there. Over to make the tackle was Lewis for the Fighting Scots. Loss is back to the 15.
Lewis and Wade Smith again stretched that out over here to the near sideline and just wouldn't let him turn that corner. He couldn't get those shoulders straightened up.
So they mark his forward progress actually to the 14-yard line, where it'll be 4th down and just about a yard.
But I'll tell you, that Edinboro line has been playing mighty tough in there, and that particularly...
And they're big up front. 260 at left tackle, 278 at left guard, 251 at center, 270 at right guard. Backs are split behind Gilbert, 4th and 1. Hand off to Leon Davis, and Davis turns the right side and is very close to the first down at the 13-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle was Jason Perkins for the Fighting Scots. And they give him the first down at the 13.
He didn't make it by much, but it doesn't take much.
5:53 left to go in the first quarter. Shippensburg 14, Edinboro 7. It's been a firecracker in the first quarter. First and 10 for the Greyhounds. Fake handoff in the play action. Gilbert rolls to his left, looks over the middle, completes it to Tad Pavula at the 1-yard line.
Scott Tad was in the end zone and had to come back out to reach for that football. And, of course, he was ball to make it there yet.
First and goal for the Raiders.
Yeah, they're not the Greyhounds, by the way. They're the Raiders. Has a chance to start maybe blowing this thing wide open, but we'll see.
Tight formation and handoff, quarterback keeper. I thought maybe there was some movement in the interior of the Shippensburg line, but there are no penalty flags down, but I believe Gilbert is shy of exactly right. Once again, ends are in tight. Reed Moffa and Pettyjohn behind Gilbert. Penalty marker goes down as Pettyjohn, and that changes the strategy a little bit as Winston Horshaw brings the play in from Rocky Reeves and his coaching staff. Deploys Tad Pavula wide to the right side. Horshaw will be winged out to the right. The lone setback is Pettyjohn. Gilbert looks over a 5-man defensive front. The handoff to number 19, Winston Horshaw, who turns the left side, crosses the 5-yard line, and gets down to the 2.
Field for Shippensburg.
Raiders having a little bit of trouble deciding who's to stay in the play. Pavula wide to the right. They better hurry up and get this play off. They're going to have to take another timeout here or lose 5 yards. Gilbert hands off to Pettyjohn. He's in, or is he not? He is not in. He is just dropped shy of the goal line. His body hits. Well, you can speculate this and play Monday morning quarterback or Sunday morning quarterback. Gilbert hands off to Pettyjohn. He's up and in for the touchdown. There'll be no Sunday morning quarterbacking.
No, none whatsoever. It was just a plain ordinary up and over. He maybe would have got a 9.8 on that dive from the judges.
Guarini set to attempt his 3rd extra point of the afternoon. Ball is down. Guarini's kick is up, and it's good. With 3:12 left to go in the first quarter. Shippensburg 21, Edinboro 7. Red Raider football will continue.
The employees of Ingersoll Rand and Shippensburg Road Machinery Division Manufacturing.
Waiting at his 17-yard line. This time the ball is a short kick. It hits and rolls and goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line at the far side. Find themselves down by a count of 21-7. We're still in the first quarter with 3:12 left to go. Jody Dickerson brings the team up over the football. Lester Fry and Tom Tedder are in an I formation behind Dickerson. Man in motion to the near side of the football field as Dickerson looks over the defense. Drops back to pass, rolls to his right, looking incomplete at the 39-yard line.
I know you do.
But the Scott offense cannot get untracked here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 12. Lone setback behind Dickerson. He barks the signal, backs the throw. Now he's going to run with the football, crosses the 35-40, and is pulled down at the 43-yard line. And to punt it away is Gary Lutsky. Waiting back deep is Winston Horshaw. Who else? Clock moving with 1:55 left to go. High snap. Lutsky gets it away. It's a spiral kick. Horshaw takes it at the 20, jukes and steps to the 25, and is ankle tackled to the 26-yard line. Surprise.
Yes, very definitely. I think maybe the initial kickoff return was the one that broke the camel's back.
Tribula wide to the right. Gilbert barking signals, hands off to Horshaw, who turns up the left side and will get back just to the line of scrimmage. Coming in to make it to the right. This time Leon Davis is winged out to the left. Backs are split in strong right behind Gilbert. Gilbert looking at 6 men up front. Wants to pass, looks to the right to Fabula, completes it at the 30-yard line. Fabula steps past one defender and is dropped at the 36-yard line by Mike Barnes. Just a yard shy of the first down. This side as the Raiders are moving right to left. Fabula set up on this side, the wings to the left side. Gilbert hands off to the second man through, and he is met right over. We're through 15 minutes of football, and Shippensburg out in front of Edinboro. Ball resting at the 39-yard line of the Raiders. Gilbert looks over a 5-man defensive front, drops the football from the exchange of center, and it is now turned into a more of a defensive struggle. Early in the second quarter of play, just 13:50 left in the half. Gilbert on a play action, rolls to his left, looks deep, and overthrows Tad Fabula at the 46-yard line of the Fighting Scots, incomplete, and the Raiders will have to punt it away.
Fabula wouldn't have had a chance on that one. Seibert was there and just took the props right out from under him as the ball hit Fabula at the fingertips. So even if it had been down a little short, Scott, that would have been a tough one to hold on to by Tad.
Rick Harbaugh to punt it away for the Raiders. Wade Smith waits at his 20-yard line for Harbaugh's kick. And Harbaugh finds himself with the wind at his back this time. Low snap, pressure applied. He is upended, and the penalty marker goes down, and the Raiders will have the ball as the ball takes a Shippensburg roll and is down at the 1-yard line. But it'll all come back. As coming in was Lance Helsel. Lance Helsel will be called for roughing the kicker. The Red Raiders a little bit confused as to what's going on. Now they're set.
I think Wade Smith better back up a little bit. He decides the same thing and drops back to about the 15-yard line.
Nice snap this time. And again, he is run into, and the kick goes out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Mike White coming in from the right side. Got territory, 1st and 10. Here come the Raiders with Fabula out to the left. Backs are split as Massa is winged out to the left. Gilbert with a long snap. Hands off to number 19, Winston Horshaw. Penalty marker down as Horshaw. So the Raiders come out with a wide formation. 1st and 20. Gilbert rolls to his right. Looks downfield. Nice block. Throws short and completes it. So Horshaw, as a penalty marker goes down. Horshaw on a slot to the same side of the football field. Ed Minuk is wide to the left. Gilbert barking signals. Edinboro showing blitz. Gilbert rolls to his right. Looks over the middle. Incomplete. Just about picked off.
Go in here to the 37-yard line. It's a long way between that number 2 down marker and this one up here at this
Fighting
end.
Scott 37, you're correct. Minuk is wide to the right. Horshaw is in a slot to the same side of the football field. Fabula is wide to the left. Gilbert rolls to his right, wants to throw. Plenty of time. Looking now, he doesn't have anybody to throw 2 turns and crosses the 40. Situations, you can see why the coverage is so good. Again, they're split wide to the left and to the right. Minuk to the right. Handoff inside to Pettyjohn, and he spins and crosses to the 48-yard.
White can keep their bodies off of
Rick Harbaugh.
Rick Harbaugh this time.
Wade Smith waits. This time Harbaugh gets away a kick. It bounces over Smith's head, but it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchdown. Here come the Fighting Scots, 1st and 10 from their 20. Dickerson rolls to his right, throws in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Sacks going into today's ball game, and they've already chalked up one in the afternoon. Backs in an I formation behind Dickerson. The freshman quarterback hands off to the second man through. That's Lester Fry, and he's up in. Martin is wide to the left. Backs in an I behind Dickerson. Straight back to pass. Plenty of time now. Rolls to his right. Looks down the far sideline and in and out of the hands of Latriff Waters. Shy of the first. 4th and 14 at the 16 for the Fighting Scots. Horshaw waiting at the midfield stripe. The punt is away, and it went off the side of his foot. Hits at the 35-yard line and is down at the 37-yard line.
Excellent field position here.
Perbula is wide to the right. Moffett in the slot to the right side. Gilbert rolls to his right. Throws, completes it to Marcus Maffa on the near sideline, completing it at the 27-yard line. Running room to the far side of the football field as the Raiders move left to right. Handoff inside to Pettyjohn. First down at the 22-yard line. Big hole straight up the middle for Bill Pettyjohn far this afternoon.
He's working on the record.
Formation is wide to the left. Backs are split. Gilbert hands off to Pettyjohn again. Big opening 20-yard line. Down to the 15-yard line goes Bill Pettyjohn, the senior running back, for 8:45 left to go here in the first half. Shippensburg 21, Edinboro 7. Gilbert rolls to his right. Throws at the 5-yard line, looking for... In the backfield is Davis, Pettyjohn, and Maffa. 3rd down and 3. Edinboro shows blitz. Penalty marker goes down. Pass is complete to number 4, Leon Davis. The far sideline. It's out of bounds at the 6-yard line, but there's going to be motion.
One scored in this quarter.
Manuke is wide to the right. Perbula is left, with Horshaw in the slot to the left. Gilbert, back from center, rolls to his left, throws incomplete, looking for Horshaw at the 10-yard line, and once again, Gilbert is thrown behind his intended receiver, so it will be 4th down. And let's see what the Raiders elect to do now.
If he would have missed Horshaw with that pass, Perbula was right behind him, about another 5 yards away, but the pass was still too far for him to grasp.
Ali Guarini in to attempt the field goal. Ball will be put down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 37-yard attempt. Out of the hold of Brian Gilbert. The ball is down. Guarini's kick is up. It is good, but a penalty marker down on the play. Hold everything. A penalty marker down on the play. Good. They're waving off the penalty flag. The field goal is good. A 37-yard field goal by Howie Guarini. Puts 3 more points on the scoreboard with 8:16 left to go in the first.
But now it's turned into a defensive game.
Larry Jackson awaiting the Red Raider kickoff. The kick drives Jackson back to his goal line. He heads to the far side of the football field. 5, 10, 15, and dropped at the 20-yard line. Coming in to make the tackle was number 45, Rick Fritz, with 8:10 left to go here in the half at their own. Jody Dickerson brings the team up over the football, 1st and 10. Hand off to number 7, that's Lester Fry, who tries the right side of the line, room to the near side of the football field. Dickerson with a long count. Play action pass, throws over the middle and completes it to his first down that the Fighting Scots have picked up unofficially in this ball game. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Dickerson hands off to Fry, and Fry again into the right side of the line. Will get a yard to the Shippensburg 24, Edinboro 7. Dickerson takes a three-step drop, completes it to Fry behind the line of scrimmage. Penalty marker goes down as Fry is dropped at the 36-yard line. And running room to the wide side of the field. Paul Stone is split wide to the right for the Scots. Dickerson hands off inside to number 5 is full. This time Martin is wide to the left. And they send Stone in motion to the wide side. The handoff to Fry up the middle. Fry will get to the 40-yard line before the line collapses on top of him, coming in to make the tackle. Under 5 minutes to play. Shippensburg 24, Edinboro 7. This time Martin is wide to the right. Backs are in a full house behind Dickerson. The handoff goes to 35, Derek Lewis, and Lewis turns up the left side. Will have a first down as he crosses the 30 and down to...
on that and just send it on around the near sideline, and he was able to turn the corner.
Wishbone behind Jody Dickerson. First and 10 from the Raiders' 33-yard line. Handoff, this time to number 35, Lewis again, and Lewis slides off of the left side, wide to the right. Wishbone once again behind Jody Dickerson. And
His eyes, but the official said no way.
Martin again deploys wide to the right. But
Those memories to Thrift Drug.
Thrift takes good care of you.
Visit Thrift Drug with 4... You're listening to Red Raider Football on the station proud to serve you for 30 happy years, WSHP Shippensburg.
Second down and 7, the handoff goes to Derek Lewis, who cuts in off of left guard, and Lewis is upended.
It's on the clock here in the first half, and Edinboro would like to score.
Martin wide to the right, Stone wide to the left. Dickerson under center, barking signal, straight back to pass. Whoops for Stone along the near sidelines on that.
Would that have made any difference? I don't know. Anyway, it's a 15-yard penalty, and Shippensburg takes over first and 10 at their own 44.
2:51 left to go in the first half of play. 24-7 Shippensburg lead in a surprising first half of football. Gilbert over center. Hands off to Pettyjohn, and a big opening up the middle for Bill Pettyjohn, and a penalty marker down once again as Pettyjohn crosses into Edinboro territory at the 47-yard line. Yard line of the Fighting Scots, first and 10 for the Red Raiders. Beulah and Horshaw are going wide to the left. Pettyjohn will be the lone setback, as Minuk is wide to the right. The handoff to Pettyjohn. Straight ahead once again goes the senior running back. And he moves the ball down to the... That Raider front wall is really controlling this football game right now. Second down and 4 from the 27. Handoff to Pettyjohn again. And Pettyjohn crosses the 25 and down close to the 24-yard line.
Like to score again, Scott, and really put Edinboro in the hole.
Tight formation on the 3rd and 1. Pettyjohn with the handoff. Runs into the left.
Middle. Or drop a pass into Beulah's hands, one of those little timing patterns in the end zone.
They commit with
I'll
2
tell you,
tight ends.
Everybody's up on the line.
Olsen. Backs are split behind Brian Gilbert. 4th and less than 1. The handoff to number 34, Marcus Muffa, and Marfa around the right side has the first down. Everybody was at the 16-yard line. Jason Perkins making the tackle. Is ticking with 43 seconds left to go in the half. Raiders with running room to the wide side of the football field. Beulah to that side. Gilbert rolls to the right, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. Beulah wide to the left. Ed Minuk wide to the right. Gilbert straight back to pass this time. The pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Beulah and Horshaw are wide to the left. Minuk wide to the right. Gilbert trips and goes at 36-yard line. The ball will be placed down at the 43. It will be a 53-yard attempt into a crosswind, or well, really with the crosswind at his back. Brian Gilbert to hold. Low snap. Guarini boots it, but it's going to be way short. And we're set to go. There's the whistle to start the second half. High, end-over-end kick. Jackson takes it at the 14. He's across the 15, 20, 25-yard line. Now he gets through 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. One man between him and the goal line, and he's brought down with an ankle tackle by the Red Raider 48. New quarterback in the game, and that is Sean Seibert. Seibert pitches. Sean Seibert, a senior, in at quarterback, replacing Jody Dickerson. Martin is wide to the right side, backs in an I formation behind Seibert. Seibert on the handoff to the second man through. Lester Fry twists and turns across the 45 down to the 44. 4-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Fighting Scots. The ball resting just on the 45-yard line of the Red Raiders. This time Walters comes wide to the right, and Martin goes wide to the left. Backs are split in strong right behind Seibert. Martin comes in motion to the near side. Seibert back to pass, looks and completes it to Lester Fry at the 41-yard line, and he's hit immediately by Ken Pickett. Gutsy little call here.
3 yards, 4 yards.
Seibert barking signals. Long count. Hands off to Fry, who slips through one tackler, but he's going to be dropped short by the first down at the 40-yard line.
I couldn't see who came in on the...
Brian Gilbert, the Red Raider quarterback, brings them out over the football. Gilbert on a play-action fake, rolls to his right, throws over the middle, intercepted, and then dropped. Horshaw, Pettyjohn, and Maffa in the backfield. Now Horshaw wings out to the right. Gilbert rolls to his right, looks back to his left, looking for Maffa, completes it at the 40-yard line. Maffa on his feet across midfield. Maffa to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Red Raiders.
Boy, he was handling that football, Scott, like it was a hot potato. At first he couldn't get a hold of it, and then the next thing he couldn't...
Him to the right. The Raiders are moving right to left here in this third quarter into the wind. Herbula is wide to the left. Backs are split. Maffa comes in motion left. The handoff to Pettyjohn, who slips in off of left tackle, and Pettyjohn will get down to the 40-yard line. Herbula wide left. Maffa is winged out to the right. Quick snap. Handoff to number 23, Sean Brown. Penalty marker goes down as Brown turns the corner up the far side. He has the first downs as he is forced out of bounds at the 29-yard.
This time in the first quarter, Scott, we had 21 points on the board.
Gilbert over center, barking signals at 2nd and 13. Straight drop by Gilbert. Looks, fires, complete by Tad Herbula at the 40-yard line, and hit immediately by George Lewis. Formation wide to the right side. Backs are split. Gilbert wants to pass. Rolls to his right. Looking, pumps once. Throws. Incomplete. Tab Herbula was fighting for the football.
Right now.
So it'll be 4th down, and Rick Harbaugh in the punt for the 3rd time this
year.
Well, with the way the wind's blowing, you might not have to pooch it too much.
Pooch it into the end zone. Right at the edge.
Wade Smith waiting for the Harbaugh kick. He gets it away, sends an excellent kick into the wind. It hits and goes out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Well, he pooched it.
Yes, he did. Seibert has a formation wide to the left. Backs in an I formation. Seibert with a long snap. Pitches to Fry. Fry turns up the right side and is upended as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And Coates as it's getting just a little colder here.
I thought I even saw some blankets coming out.
2nd down and 10 for the Fighting Scots. Seibert again with a long snap. Play action fake. Rolls to his left. Completes the pass to number 4, Martin. And Martin goes out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The 1st and 10 at their own 17. running room to the near side of the football field. Backs in an I formation. Seibert barks signals, fakes a handoff, rolls to his right. Looks for Martin again, and he has him complete at the 28-yard line before he stepped out of bounds. It's wide to the left. And this time Walters is split to the right side. Fumble on the handoff, and I believe the Raiders have the football. I'll wait until they umpile. Yes, Red Raider football.
Now we'll see who comes up with it here. Number 31.
Recovering that fumble was defensive back Eric Little.
Well,
Eric Little coming in from his free six. Raiders go to work, 1st and 10 at the Fighting Scots 27-yard line. Brian Gilbert, here comes the blitz. Gilbert rolls to his right. Looking for Fabiola in the end zone. Incomplete. Plus yards in the way the wind's blowing left or right across this football field. 2nd down and 10 from the Edinboro 27. Davis goes in motion. The handoff straight ahead. Bill Pettyjohn has the first down at the 16-yard line. Steve Russell made the tackle, but Pettyjohn scampered for 11 yards and a quick opener straight up the middle. And it's 1st and 10, Red Raiders.
Raiders 1st and 10, the Edinboro 15.
Pettyjohn had a big hole there to go through.
Fabiola goes wide to the right. Sean Brown sets up in the wing to that same side of the football field. Horshaw is winged out to the left. Gilbert straight back to pass, looking for Fabiola in the end zone. The pass, touchdown! 16-yard pass play to Tad Fabiola. Put 6 more points on the Shippensburg side of the scoreboard with 8:35 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
15 yards in that pass.
Same identical pass play that Fabiola scored on in the 1st half. That one went for 15 yards. This one went for 16.
One of those timing patterns, and it's tough to defend against.
Ali Guarini puts the ball up, and his 4th point after the afternoon. This time out on the field with the score. Shippensburg 31, Edinboro 7. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Raider football.
I guess just about everyone enjoys a good football game, but we need many more hours of entertainment each week. Here is something that everyone...
Goes another coat on.
Russell and Jackson awaiting the Red Raider kickoff. Short kick this time, taken by one of the up men as a penalty marker goes down. Taking that short kick was Brian Reifsnyder. Running room wide to the left. Fry goes in motion left as Dickerson's back in the ball game. He looks long down the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by number 27, Jeff Fickett. And Fickett returns the ball back to the Fighting Scots 41-yard line. Jeff Fickett with his 6th intercept of the 1991 football first half. Intercepted on his first pass in the 2nd half, and the Raiders have the football back.
Once again, Edinboro self-destructs.
Brian Gilbert hands off to Bill Pettyjohn.
Help them to be in the position that they are behind. Who?
Inside handoff to Winston Hershaw, who's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. He manages to walk away from that tackle. Sean Brown is winged out to the left. Backs are strong right and split behind Brian Gilbert, who fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looks, throws, completes it to Tab Fabiola at the 26-yard line. 1st down, Red Raiders. 12-yard pass play to the senior from Shippensburg.
What's that strange glow in the sky?
Moffa's in there now in the backfield, along with Pettyjohn. And also number 20. I saw that score. I did more than an ouch, that's for sure. 2nd and 10 now for the Raiders. Ball resting at the Edinboro 26. Running room to the far side of the field. The Raiders are moving right to left. Fabiola set wide to the right. Gilbert with a long count. straight back to pass. Looks for Beulah. And he fights for the football, incomplete. As it's Moffa will be winged out to the right. Now Davis moves in motion to that side. Gilbert straight back to pass, flips it out or attempts to flip it out to Billy Pettyjohn, but it's broken up, batted down by Joe Mulrata. And it'll be fourth down for the Raiders.
It's a good thing he did, because he was out there. If he'd have got that football, there'd have been a foot race there, too.
And it will be fourth and 10, and it looks like Rick Harbaugh is in to punt it away.
Another pooch.
He can find that, what's that old football term, coffin corner that they don't use anymore. If he can angle it off the side of his foot and out of bounds, it'll put the Fighting Scots deep in their own territory again.
That's exactly what he tried to do, but I don't think he's going to be as successful this time.
I'm not so sure it wasn't down. No, they say it was thrown out of the end zone by number 45, Rick Frick.
I think
but
the official
ball
said
had crossed the plane of the goal line, and it was called for a touchback.
long third quarter.
Quarterback is Dickerson. He throws complete over the middle to number 4. That's Martin. Pass is good for 11 yards and a first down out to the 32-yard. Jody Dickerson in its quarterback. Freshman transfer from Michigan State. Sends Martian in motion wide to the left. Handoff up the middle to number 35. That's Derek Lewis. Well, they say his knee was down at the 40, so it'll be an 8-yard pickup. To make a little bit more noise, they could get a little warmer maybe.
Yeah.
Second down and 2. Dickerson barking signal. Pitches to number 35, Lewis. And Lewis is upended behind the line of scrimmage by Eric Little. Charging in from shoulders are wide to the right. Running room to the far side of the football field. The Fighting Scots moving left to right. 4:13 left to go here in the third quarter. Fumble again on the snap. It's picked up by Jody Dickerson, who throws downfield incomplete, in and out of the hands of Brentry Martin.
Snap from center, or pulled away there too soon.
Winston Horshaw waiting to take the kick. Spiraling kick. Hits on the 27-yard line and rolls right out of bounds. So the Red Raiders will go over 1st and 10. Ryan Gilbert, sophomore quarterback, transfer from Michigan State over center. Fakes the handoff and does to the same side of the football field. With Hoffa winged out to the right. Now Hoffa comes in motion left. Gilbert back to pass, rolls to his left and overthrows Winston Herschel. Formation is wide to the left. Again, Moffa is winged out to the right. Gilbert back to pass, looks right, now looks down the middle of the football field, incomplete. Looking. Fighting Scots could get some decent field position with the way the wind's blowing. Snap from center, and Harbaugh gets it away. End over end kick taken by Wade Smith, and he's dropped at the devastating loss last week against IUP. Jody Dickerson in at quarterback, barking signals, fakes the handoff, and the play action wants to throw long, and it's going to be picked off. Intercepted by number 27, Jeff Pickett. His second interception of the afternoon, his 7th on the season. The Fighting Scots turn it over again on the Red Raiders, 1st and 10. Handoff to Winston Horshaw. Horshaw around the right side, 25, 30, 40, 50, and out of bounds. Back at the 49-yard line of the Fighting Scots. That's a 16-yard pickup for the junior left halfback. Wade Smith forced Horshaw out of bounds, but it's 1st and 10 Red Raiders.
Once he rounded that corner, Scott, got those shoulders going north to south, boy, he came right straight down. It was a foot race there. He was out racing about 2 fellas till the 3rd man finally got him.
And I think what you may be seeing on a play like that, where the Fighting Scots could contain that early in the ball game, now that defense is tired and they just can't contain that. Moffa in motion wide to the right, inside handoff to Pettyjohn. Tab Pagula comes wide to the left. Running room to the same side of the football field. Pettyjohn comes out of the Red Raider backfield. Gilbert looks over the defense, and once again the Fighting Scots show blitz. Gilbert rolls to his left, throws and completes it to Horshaw, who steps across the 50-yard line and goes out of bounds.
On the 47-yard line.
Gilbert rolling to his right, looks for Leon Davis at the 30. Good snap. Harbaugh gets a nice end-over-end kick. Smith calling for a fair catch at the 15-yard line, and does so.
Called for the fair catch.
Back basically.
Jody Dickerson. No, check that. This is Sean Seibert in at quarterback now. Seibert straight back to pass. Looking down the far side of the football field. He has a man open, and it's complete to number 2. Steve Walters, and he's brought down at the 25-yard line by Jerry Dokes. Shippensburg territory for only the second time this afternoon. And off. Goes to number 19, I believe. Joseph Woods in their faces. And a stiff 20-mile-an-hour breeze it is. As they're working on a 2nd down and 10 situation at the Shippensburg 25. Seibert sends Fry in motion to the near side. He drops straight back to pass. Looks over the middle, gets escapes for one Red Raider. Now throws the ball right into the hand of number 99, Mike Todd. Formation wide each side of the football field. Martin comes motion now to the near side. Seibert's back to pass. Seibert won't find nobody to throw to, and he's going to be dropped. Dropped by number 86, Robert Davis, for a 1-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down and 11. Waters goes wide to the right. Martin is split wide to the left. Back fence proves to be solid on a 4th down situation, and the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Slot formation wide to the near side. The handoff goes to Pettyjohn, and Pettyjohn crosses the 30 to the 31-yard line. 5 yards up the football for 4 or 5 minutes. Bravula wide to the right. In the slot is Sean Brown. He goes in motion left. Handoff to Pettyjohn again, and this time Pettyjohn will find running room very difficult in the middle. He'll maybe get before the Edinboro front wall pulled him to the ground. And we'll call it a 2-yard pickup. Jason Perkins led the way for the Fighting Scots. 3rd down and about 3. Minutes, 45 seconds left to go in this football game. Shippensburg down in front, 31-7. Here comes the blitz. The handoff to Pettyjohn, and what a super call as Pettyjohn has the 1st down out across the 40.
Into taking the ball out of his hands, that was that close.
Gilbert hands off this time to Sean Brown, and Brown turns up the right side, puts his head down at the 45-yard line.
Was the one he leveled the shoulder into.
At the Edinboro 44.
Red Raiders offense just completely blowing Edinboro off the ball right now. Hand off to Pettyjohn up the middle. He waits and has the 1st down at the 41-yard line. Just that Edinboro defense is just slowed down tremendously out of the field. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Their 41-yard line. They show blitz again, and now the Red...
5-yard penalty for Shippensburg in this game thus far.
Once again, showing blitz. Gilbert maybe checking off, hands off to Pettyjohn again, and Pettyjohn tries one hole, found it closed, reversed himself, and picked up a 2 yards as he got to the 40. Gilbert hands off to Horshaw. Horshaw turns the corner up the left side. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 25, 10, 5, touchdown! Horshaw!
42 42 yards.
43 yards and touchdown. 6 points for the Red Raiders.
42-yard scamper up the left side. And Shippensburg tacks on 6 more. Howie Guarini sets to attempt the point after. Brian Gilbert to hold. Ball is down. Guarini's kick is up. That's number 5 on the afternoon for Guarini. We have timeout on the field with the score. And 10:35 left to go in this football game. Shippensburg 38, Edinboro 7. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Raider football.
Country Corner Rental Center at 1020 Horstown Road in Shippensburg.
Touchback. And Hunting's kickoff goes into the end zone.
The fourth quarter, we have a score from California. California 0, Indiana 10.
Complete to number 4, N.T. Martin, and he... Ball playing number 7, Lester Fry. He's dragged down by number 99, Mike Stockless. Intercepted by number 24, Jerome Presley. And out goes number 34, Marcus Mappa. No gain, will be second in. And off number 23, Sean Brown.
7:24 left in the ball game. Gilbert hands off to Brown. Brown turns up the left side. 45 and out to the 48-yard line. Well, now there are a few starting to leave Seth Grove, but most of them are enjoying this
Fall classic.
homecoming ball. Hand off to Pettyjohn up the middle. And the junior running back.
There's Scott. He's been the workhorse this afternoon. That Shippensburg offense has been out there a long time today.
Tribula is wide to the left. Maffa is winged out to the right. Horshaw with the football, trying to turn up the right side. Will get close to first down yardage as he's forced out of bounds on the near side of the football field. Raiders electing to go forward on 4th and about 3 inches.
And everybody in Edinboro is up for it.
They have 11 men up front. Gilbert will have the first down at the midfield. Raiders with a 1st and 10 at the 50. Tribula is wide to the near side, which is the short side of the field. The handoff goes to Elijah Hill. Hill tries to turn up the left side. Had a blocker or 2 out in front of him, but this time the Hill will get a yard gain on the play, maybe to the 49.
17 guys for Tribula. That'll bring up 4th down for the Red Raiders. Flag was thrown on the play. For your convenience, the back gate behind the stadium will be open for traffic. minute speed for the Edinboro.